Show me a pope that won't shoot you, and I'll show you God. Any man or woman can be pushed to a point where they will forget everything they was taught and know to be right. If the Pope had a daughter or son or someone that he cared much about, and this person was being tortured, not all the time physically, but mentally, and you're sitting on one side of the desk, and he's sitting on another side at a gun, with a gun at his disposal, can that man be pushed to the point of shooting you because you're either mentally assassinating someone he loves or physically hurting someone he loves? Will he shoot you? Yes, he will. It all depends on what it is and how far you intend to go with it. Show me a pope that won't shoot you for something he cares so dearly about, and I'll show you God. He's no holier than I am. God doesn't talk to him and not talk to me. After all, for a lot of people, God is a mythical character that was told by many people of his arrival to earth and the way he left. It was enough for people to be occupied with the thought of doing the right thing and being rewarded for it. We all hope someone listens to us and fixes our problem because they're in a better position or a more powerful position to do so. But it is up to us, really, to fix our own problems because we rely on others. Just like I was saying earlier, in marriage, my father and mother, what kept them together for 60 years was prejudice, depression, migration, and just the horrors of the world. Marriage today, it is two cowards not being able to face problems and deal with them on a one-to-one basis. They're petrified of the unknown and uncomfortable about it. But I say you have to have the strength and the fortitude to go on. And most women realize this once their husband leave them for a younger person or older person. What's happening there is you took your husband or your husband took your wife and moved her to a position in life where she feels now that she can deal with problems and solve them by herself. Not being thankful or even realizing that she didn't get there by herself. And then the process starts all over again. Him finding someone like him to move her into a comfortable position where she can deal with problems herself, but not knowing that he's thought of and hated for his strength and his confidence to handle problems himself, and not knowing that he had to deal with problems just like she did, and he had help too. So I say to you, if you don't love yourself, if you're not proud of yourself, I am really proud of myself from the point that I came from, of a 30-year drug addiction where I said that I would not stop getting high. I don't care what happens. From that point to saying over the last couple of days, I realized a lot of things I went through in earlier rehabs where I would jackpot myself on purpose, year-long rehabs. I'm not talking about 30 days. I would jackpot myself, get through out of the rehab or relapse myself. Soon as I'm put out on the street, wondering where I'm going to go, it snowed one time. So I had made a poem, leaves falling off the trees. And I'll tell you about that later on in the story. It seems like when you jackpot yourself, it either starts to rain, especially if you're an addict in a rehab, or it gets cold, or you realize how good it was in there when you're not in there anymore. A pope will kill someone to have you stop torturing their loved ones. So he's not any closer to God than I am. And if he was, why should God talk to him and not me? So we put people on a high pedestal, so high that you have so much regret that you put them there. Oh, y'all did it on a small level here. Joe Powell, the toughest sheriff in the world that wouldn't spend 6 months in his jail, that bites his nails. There's probably going to be Joe Powell, the senator of Phoenix, Arizona. Jim Tillman, you explored him and have fundraisings every year, collecting money and not doing anything for people that he cared about, the veteran. Nargale or Yarnell, fireman. You fought for years over the $1 million that you made from the concerts, only to get down to a vehicle to ride them to the fire that you wanted to sell to a museum that no museum cared a damn about that vehicle, because these people were just regular people saying that they were firemen and trying to do the best that they could. You made a movie about them. No reviews, no mention of the proceeds to honor them, no mention of anything that was negative. So you mentioned nothing at all about the reviews of our Yarnell firemen. If you can't say something good about Phoenix, you won't say nothing at all. Thank you.